Hi there, everybody. Welcome back to another episode. And today I am joined by Chris and Jamie. So, more than one person this time.
Hello.
Hi.
And new preview. The first preview of the new year. Now, the teaser for this dropped, I think it was on Sunday. You know, the GW community website, they do like what to look forward to in the next week. And we actually caught a glimpse of the preview that they're going to do on the Saturday like they normally do. And the title was The Dead and the Divine. Now, I actually spoke to Chris over via message saying that, there is a preview because we do look forward to the majority of these. And unfortunately, I reckon the most of it's going to be from the title. I reckon most of it was going to be Age of Sigmar related. But then GW actually dropped a preview for the preview, a pre-preview, and we're actually going to get information on multiple games. So not just Age of Sigmar, it's going to be Age of Sigmar 40k, Kill Team, Titanicus, Warhammer Underworlds, and a mystery game that has yet to be named. So I thought it'd be quite fun to get out the old thinking caps and tinfoil hats and speculate what we know, and speculate what could be revealed in the preview. So yeah, I floor's over to you guys. Any wild thoughts? No, any wild speculation?
As I sort of mentioned before the recording, I think the big reveal, the big sort of showstopper is probably going to be Age of Sigmar related, especially like as you say with the title name. I don't really get a sense. I haven't had any sort of inkling of anything big coming 40k wise recently, so I don't feel like. I think they might introduce some new models, but it's probably going to be just to reinforce ranges that are already out, so probably just Space Marines. But I'm curious to know what this mystery game is. I reckon it'll be something new. I think I'd be swayed more towards it being maybe Age of Sigmar related than anything 40k related, just because I think we've had quite a few mini games sort of come out for that particular field, haven't we, for 40k and this sort of sci-fi and future element.
Well, when they release new games, these sort of like, it was like, if you could cast your minds back, I think it was the year before last, they released that Combat Patrol game, which is basically sort of like a movable tile game where you play as like Blood Angel Scouts and there's Gene Stealers. They do tend to release a few games that, if you kind of get the feeling that they're just like looking to see if things stick when they're going against the wall, and if they stick, then obviously then they move forward with investing in them, or when they release a game, it's sort of like a prototype for another game. So I think in many respects, things like Combat Patrol were a prototype for Blackstone Fortress, and that Blackstone Fortress 2 got quite successful. So it could be something along the lines of that. Personally, if I was a betting man, I'd probably say this new game is set in the Warhammer 40,000 universe rather than the Age of Sigmar universe, but I wouldn't know 100% because with Warhammer 40,000 now, you've got the sort of the different tiers of like games. You've got obviously Kill Team for your small individual skirmish battles. Then you've got regular 40k and Crusade and the evolving steps in Crusade, and then at the very top end you've got Apocalypse. So you've got all three expansions there, or levels of that particular game. You've got your standalone games like Titanicus and Aeronautica. But in Age of Sigmar, you've just got, I think, Warhammer Underworlds, which is like warbandy sort of thing. And then you've just got Age of Sigmar. And so it's like you could be missing a gaming system, which is the next one up or in the middle, sort of, if you get what I mean. Mm-hmm. So it's hard for me to say, because I think Warhammer 40,000 is more popular than Age of Sigmar. That's not throwing shade at Age of Sigmar. I just think, as a brand, 40k is more popular than Age of Sigmar. So if I was a betting man, I'd say it would be Warhammer 40k, Warhammer 40k-ish themed if it was a new game, rather than Age of Sigmar.
Yeah.
What do you reckon, Joe?
Do you really want to know what I think?
I'd like to know your opinion on this particular topic. I don't want to know what you're thinking.
Right, I think, right. You know what they did with Titanicus? They just made the scale, like, bigger, yeah?
Yeah.
So your models were smaller and you could have all these Titans and stuff on the table. I think they're going to go the opposite way, right? So you're going to get one big Action Man-sized Space Marine fighting one big Action Man-sized Chaos Space Marine, and it's just going to be 5 turns of them kicking the crap out of each other.
Right.
Right. Okay.
Can they be
well,
like?
I mean,
can
that'd
they
be different.
Can they be like rock and sock and robot sort of thing?
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
You
It's just a
plug
table,
them in.
2 models on it.
You just,
I'll play that.
and you're just hitting buttons, watching these 2 plastic Space Marines kick the shit out of
Like
each
a 40k
other.
beat 'em up, wouldn't it?
And then you could just have a looping GIF of that. Just like anybody who wants to know what 40k is, this is basically it. This is basically 40k.
Yeah.
Big space boys and then angry space boys just beating the shit out of each other forever.
Weirdly, I actually think it probably would sell, which is crazy.
I kind of want to play that. just slapping each other, slap fights. Yeah.
In all seriousness, though, what is Warhammer Underworld exactly?
It's like with very layman's terms, I believe it's like a kill team sort of thing. But you
Right.
have
So you've got 40k and Age of Sigmar, and then a kill team version for both of them, but you've only got the Titanicus version of Titanicus for 40k, so it could be an Age of Sigmar version of whatever that is.
I don't think they have anything to that sort of scale, though, do they?
Mate, it's more fancy. You've got dragons, giants, you've got all sorts of shit going on there. Floating pyramids, all
Plenty to
sorts.
go at.
Yeah, true. I mean, I'm not really into the Age of Sigmar universe, so I don't really know what, like, in terms of the lore and story, like, if you have things which are to the same scale as, like, your Titans, etc. in 40k. I mean, that's interesting.
Fantasy, you must have.
Go on.
What?
I'm sure. You must do, surely.
You got squigoths. They're big.
Yeah, they've got models for them which go onto the tabletop version, don't they?
Well, yeah,
don't
you've
have
got mod bloody Warlord Titans, but, you know,
Well,
can't play them.
that is true, you do, but they are considerably bigger than anything else in any of the different games,
Exactly. Think of the scope
regardless
of
of the
possibilities.
universe.
Have you guys actually sat down and watched like someone build like a Warlord Titan? That thing is disgustingly big.
No,
No.
I'm not
I
interested.
haven't got the
anything
time
like
to
that.
watch it, never mind attempt it myself.
I know, yeah. It's crazy. Well, back to the original point. Well, we could speculate all day what this like new particular gaming system is, and I think, you know, if our ramblings are anything to go off, no one really has any kind of idea, short of like the people who are like in the inner workings of GW. But trying to focus more on, you know, what we're about, 40k and that kind of thing. I always thought what would be fun is just like speculating on if we take the title The Dead and the Divine. I mean, I think
Safe to
Divine.
assume that's pretty much Age of Sigmar related only.
Yeah, I mean,
Well-
I'd be tempted if you were saying, right, it's that title, but it is related to 40k, then up until this recent release, I would have said, well, that's Death Guard and possibly like Sisters of Battle then.
But they've already been and gone.
Yeah, well, Death Guard,
Well,
I don't
Sisters
think
haven't.
Sisters haven't obviously come out this for 9th edition yet, but yeah, Death Guard have, so I don't think there's any other army that qualifies as deaf. I mean, Necrons aren't really deaf, are they? I wouldn't class
Well,
them
they've
as
got
all
no
that.
ears.
The text is red, so it can't be Necrons.
Yeah,
That could be a red herring. It could just be like text.
I think that's unlikely.
and yeah, I it depends how it's used, I guess. I think it's made
Name
for
drop
Sigmar.
Nagas in the article.
Yeah, I mean that's a bit too obvious. So I mean, even when like without reading anything else in the article, as soon as I saw the title, I straight away thought of them. So yeah, whether or not it ends up being that obvious, who knows? But yeah, I don't know if we keep to the 40k theme. The next possible, the only other thing I could think that you could say with death is like if it was something with it being rare and angry looking that like it causes death would be something like World Eaters or Corn for Chaos or
What a surprise!
I can hear
well,
the
no,
hope.
yeah, I'm hoping. I'll keep hoping.
What a surprise!
But can you? But okay. But same question to you then. What in the 40k universe can you kind of pin to that particular word and how it is in the title? It's just,
Everything's related to death.
well,
Well, I'm going to use my magical future spaceman brain and use my special ability of remembering things. And you remember when they teased the new expansion for Kill Team with flayed ones?
Yes.
So there, Kill Team, my money for the particular Kill Team section of this will be them showing off the brand new flayed ones and the brand new Kill Team box sets.
that'd be
That's
nice.
where I think, yeah, that's one possibility of the dead thing going in there, because obviously blood splattered in red. That's kind of, flayed one
Funny
shtick.
you
They,
say that, because when I read that title, there is actually a Necron novel that just came out called The Infinite and the Divine. I thought of that, but that's a bit on the nose.
Also, I mean, I kind of what I'm hoping for in terms of the actual 40k releases and previews of this particular broadcast that they're doing, I'd like to see them continue the momentum with the Xenos races. So it'll probably it's bound to be either Imperials or Chaos versus something. So it'd be nice to see one of those up against something Xenos related and it getting a lot of love. Yeah. So
Would be nice.
that'd be nice. But yeah, I guess time will tell.
well, we know Kill Team, we know the flayed ones are going to be in Kill Team boxes. I'm waiting to see what kind of interesting, if there's yet more surprise things for Necrons in this Kill Team box set, but it's like exclusive sculpts, a flayed one Lord. I mean, I don't know. They could pull anything out their arse, can't they, at this point? I mean, they could just release rules for inbox or downloadable rules on the website. They can do that kind of thing. But more than likely, it'll just be a Kill Team box set of a bunch of flayed ones going up against the new, a box set for the flayed ones, a box set for the new assault aggressors or wherever the hell the names are, with varying terrain bits. So that's pretty much screwed on for dead. But if I was to say what other things could the dead of the dead and the divine probably apply to in the 40k universe, it's like you said, Chris. I mean, a lot of the prime contenders have already been eliminated. Necrons, they've been done. They're big robot skeleton boys.
Don't say that.
They're gone. Sorry.
You've had your
Got more
moment,
land
Jay.
in there.
No. You've had your
No
moment. Now
more
get back in your box
Fingers
for the
crossed for
next
prize.
6, 7, 8 years or whatever it's been.
Yeah,
So,
you
stay
headline army, you sellout fuck. You're not like the rest of us senior players now. You fucking been promoted to the slightly
Cool
bigger
kids.
table. Yeah, hanging out with the cool kids. But yeah,
Christmas jumper.
yeah, you got your own Christmas fucking jumper. Death Guard, they've just been previewed. I don't think we're going to get any more sort of love for the Death Guard. It's just that simple. I can't think of any Imperium faction that fits that bill. I can't think of any other Chaos faction that fits that bill. But I can think of one Xenos army that could fit that bill. Now, you might just say, Ben, you're trying to mash a square peg into a round hole, but the Inari are, followers of the God of the Dead, of the Eldar. Could we see, an expansion of the Inari range, more than 3 models? Perhaps some new Wraith constructs.
Now you mention it, seeing as it's written down as the Dead and the Divine, I would say that the Inari, now you've mentioned it, are probably the closest to the outside of the Death Guard, and then possibly the Necrons. But I'd say that's probably the only other realistic option to go along with that title. Who knows?
Never know. Could be a whole new bunch of Wraith constructs coming your way.
No. I've made my decision now. I've planted my flag, and that's in Angron's corner.
Your flag was in very shaky ground, Chris.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, Christ, there is, was it Grey Knights, then Eldar, and now we're and
No,
now
hang on,
Khorne
that's
plus World
unfair. It's not
Eaters.
my fault Grey Knight's got shit. So, like,
Oh, so you're one of them, are you? You start collecting armies when they're good.
Well, no, it's like, well, I mean, Grey Knights at the time were fantastic.
Eldar on the top of the mess.
But yeah, now you meant I don't have a lot of, I can't, yeah.
Well, anyway, Jamie, we can just leave Chris to justify himself. You don't want to take any stabs at the dead or the divine? Any guesses?
Like I said, I think the title is probably pointing at Age of Sigmar. I think the preview is going to be like 90% that, and then 10% everything else. For 40k, we'll probably get a close-up teaser image of a Space Marine's left shin, and that'll be it.
It's, you say that, but
Can't argue.
you say that, but you can't, because my thinking for the divine part of that. I mean, we could see new sisters on there, but I was thinking to myself, would you count Grey Knights as kind of divine sort of thing?
No, Sisters of Battle I'd class as divine.
I think you.
Oh, yeah.
I think you're stretching. Well, like I said, sisters, they're kind of already been boxed off, unless there's something else in the background we just don't know about. But as far as I'm concerned, I think as far as the general consensus of a lot of people is, like, sisters have been boxed off and dealt with, and that's they've got their bag and they're done for the moment. But stretching the term of that word divine, like, to almost breaking point, the only other army in 40k that I could think could possibly fit into that particular sort of archetype is Grey Knights. And
I don't class them as divine.
I know, that's what I mean. I am really abusing that word to try and make it fit Grey Knights.
Yeah, I don't, like I said, I don't think it works. I am not holding out any hope that this preview is focusing on 40k. It is definitely focusing on Age of Sigmar, and that's what that title's all about.
It's there in the picture. You got Age of Sigmar, 40k, Kill Team, which will be the Flayed Ones and the Space Marines, Titanicus, Warhammer Underworld, and the Mystery. So you will get something for 40k.
I know, but I just don't think it's going to be like the main content of the preview. I think the big reveals are going to be Age of Sigmar related, and then, like I say, probably something like Kill Team or something like that is going to have a lot more focus on it. And I think Warhammer 40,000 may get one or two new reveal glimpses at something like, say, Jamie's Space Marine's left shin, or something of the equivalent. But yeah, I'm not holding out much hope for 40k in this one.
Well, if I were to, like I say, I'm a betting man, so I'm making my bets now. The Warhammer 40,000 reveal, we know the Flayed One's going to be in Kill Team, so I'm not counting them. My Warhammer 40,000 predictions are either or including a new expanded range for Yunari and ETs for Grey Knights. That's exactly what I reckon is going to happen.
Right.
Anyone else want to weigh in? Go on, Dead and Divine.
You heard mine. Space Marine shin.
Space Marine shin. Okay, Jamie's going with Space Marine shin. I think that's what you call a odds-on favourite.
Have to be proven wrong.
Have to be proved wrong. Go on, Chris. What am I guessing? World Eaters and Khorne.
No, I don't. That isn't going to come out. No,
red.
Yeah, because red. That's pretty much the only thing I can go off. And it's not going to be. It's not going to be Khorne. It's not going to be World Eaters. They will have something as and when they do get a release. It will be quite a big release, and probably have quite a lot of the preview sort of focusing on that with something else. Obviously, whatever it is they're coming up against. But it's not that. I don't see. I think in terms of what might be revealed in 40k.
Come on, you're making an educated guess. So go on, make an educated guess.
It's just going to be something to support and supplement what's already come out. Maybe recently, I think you might see additional stuff that can be fed into a lot of the Chaos factions to come on the back of the Death Guard release. And it's just going to be pretty much a given that it's going to be some form of new
Chris,
Space Marine.
I just want to specify. Yeah, you're not betting your house on this.
No,
Nothing's
no.
riding on it. Just so
I know.
So
I'm not.
you're going with Space Marine right shin, are you?
Plant that
Well,
flag, Chris.
I think you'll see a full Space Marine.
So you're going to go out on a limb and you're going to say we're going to see a full Space Marine in the preview.
I'm just being realistic, Ben.
I think what you can do with a shin. Think of the wild speculation. Ooh, it's an next Primarch.
Don't say that because you fucking know that even if
I
they
do know.
like, it'd just be like, oh god, yeah, it's Lionel Johnson or you get a card. It doesn't like it's a foot, mate. No, it's a Primarch.
It's Sanguinius come back from the dead. Yeah.
No,
Okay.
it's not. It never will be.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, right. Okay, right. So there you go. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below. What you reckon the Dead and Divine will host Age of Sigmar 40k kill team. You never know. Might have a little bit of a pool going. See you get close to the actual right result. But until then, we will catch you all next time. See you later.
Bye.
Cheerio.